Oskie is a term used in one of General Robert Neyland's 7 maxims, which you might consider the 7 commandments of football, commandments that are still recited by Tennessee players before every football game. Maxim number 5 states, ball, Oskie, cover, block, cut, slice, pursue, and gang tackle, for this is the winning edge. All of the terms in this maxim are familiar to everyone with the exception of Oskie, which is a term associated with intercepting a football. The term Oskie is known to Tennessee fans, obviously, and others who might have used the phrase years ago when they were playing football. Oskee Wow Wow is the official fight song of the University of Illinois. It's a pretty peppy song, and no, I'm not going to sing it for you because nobody wants that, and I don't want to be hunted by Illinois fans. You can find wonderful renditions of it here on YouTube. Oski the Bear is the official mascot of the University of California, Berkeley. Debuting in 1941. They'd used live bears previous to that as mascots, but a guy named William C. Rocky Rockwell designed a costume based on the original Oskie, a cartoon character. Oski Wow Wow was written in 1910 by 2 Illinois students. Neyland came up with his 7 maxims during the 1930s. Now, the word Oskie predates all 3 of these associations, and there is a great debate about where the term Oskie originated. This video is about discovering the answer to that question. Where did the term Oskie come from? The most common theme is that it was Native American in origin, although there's never an explanation about what that means, nor what nation nor tribe that it came from. I only found one real use of the term Oskie relating to Native Americans, coming from a Collier's Magazine story on October 17, 1908, entitled A Vanishing Race. In the story, we can see that Oskie means water in the Seminole language. Now, granted, I am in no way a Native American history professional or expert. One internet forum poster I found said Oskee Wow Wow was used by wagon trains when settlers were moving across the United States, and they would yell the phrase to get the wagons to circle up if they were under attack. I found no reference to this anywhere amongst my vast internet resources. I found references to 2 other living mascots using the Oskie name. In 1959, Detroit Free Press columnist Lyle Smith refers to an Indiana mascot named Oskee Wow Wow that is a bulldog, stating, Oskee Wow Wow is a sloppy-jowled brindle bulldog who wears not only the strident scarlet colors of the football Hoosiers from down in Indiana, but also a ferocious look. On September 19, 2005, a Daily Illini article by Courtney Linehan refers to another dog mascot, a Jack Russell Terrier, whose name is Oskee Bow Wow. And then I found an Oskie the Ostrich, a mascot for the city of South Pasadena, California in the late 1980s. And I realized it was at this point that I needed to stop going down the rabbit hole of Oskie mascots because I didn't want to know what else I would find. Yet another form of Oskee Wow Wow is Oskee Wee Wee, which is currently used by the fans of the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League. The cheer originated in 1921 as Oskee Wow Wow, Whiskey Wee Wee, Holy Mackinaw, Tigers Eat 'em Raw, Wow. I'm sure I butchered that. The cheer has since evolved to Oskee Wee Wee, Oskee Wow Wow, Holy Mackinaw, Tigers Eat 'em Raw. The term Oskie shows up in many student yells from years ago. Now, there's a reference from a University of Illinois library website which states the 1899 class yell was Oskee Wow Wow, Skilly Wow Wow, 99.99 wow. Then there's a Nebraska student yell in 1901 with mush and milk and sunflower seed is the food on which we feed. We're Nebraska's aggregation. We're the hot stuff of creation. Oskee Wow Wow, Shinny Wow Wow, Skinny Wow Wow Wow. And in researching this, I come to the conclusion that I need to do a completely separate video on student yells in the old days. because if these sound bizarre, they're only the tip of the iceberg. And to be fair to the students in those days, I certainly have screamed unintelligible things at my Nebraska Cornhuskers throughout the years. Searching through historic newspapers, there are many references to Oskie as a name. And looking into the name, Oskie is Armenian in its origin. There are also many references to Oskie as a nickname for Oscar. Now, all of this is fine and well, but none of it tells us how Oskie got associated with intercepting the football. One explanation for that comes from Barry Switzer's autobiography, The Bootlegger's Boy, published in 1990, where we get this passage. You may have heard players or coaches referring to interceptions as Oskies, like we did at Oklahoma. It is a term with an old-fashioned football bloodline. General Bob Neyland, coach at Tennessee, had a bird dog named Oskie, and he liked defensive backs who could go straight to the ball like a champion bird dog. Another explanation came when I was researching Oski the Bear and discovered the acronym OSCI, which should have been apparent from the start. Oskie, OSCI, our side caught it. Now, a few of you have left comments on the General Robert Neyland 7 Maxim video about how you would yell out Oskie during an interception when you played football. I've looked forward to some more of your comments here, whether you use the term or not. The only thing I remember being taught is to yell fire, fire, fire if there was a bobbled snap on a field goal attempt, but I mostly played on offense in high school. So what did you yell on the field? I'm looking forward to your comments. The forward pass wasn't legalized until 1906. What was football like before that? I have an entire playlist that spans the years from 1869, when football started, to 1912, when modern football began. You can see how football evolved from a brutal, violent game that killed a lot of people into the game we love today. I'm Johnston with Hardcore College Football History. Thank you.